What's going on, Capricorn? Welcome to your October reading by Divine Nudges. I know we're already a week into the month, so some of these messages may tie into some of the energies you've already come across during the first week of the month. My intention with today's reading is to get predictive downloads for you. So for the remainder of this month, hopefully some messages come through as predictions to get yourself ready for them. Now, Capricorn, I must say, one thing that happens to me, that tends to happen to me as I'm getting geared towards, meditating on the energies that I'm bringing messages forth for, I will think to myself, okay, Capricorn, but I will say other signs. And as I was doing that with Capricorn today, um, Sagittarius and Aquarius came to mind. So, as I was thinking Capricorn, it was Sagittarius and Aquarius that came to mind. So let's see what kind of energies and messages come through, because I have a feeling that for some of you, they will apply to a Sagittarius or an Aquarius. And be sure to stick around until the end, because in the end, we're going to try to really drill down on who these people are by tuning into their personalities and their physical characteristics. Okay? All right, cool. Let's get started, my loves. So this deck is a little bit crazy for me to shuffle. And so I do this thing here and pick the card that kind of draws me in. Okay, we have the coffee in the reverse. All right. So whenever I see this card, this is a card that to me just reminds me of being woken up. Most of us drink a cup of coffee in the morning to kind of, get our juices flowing and to really wake up before we even want to be bothered with others, right? And this is also the Ace of Pentacles in the original tarot deck. This deck here is a little bit quirky and much, much smaller. Um, so there could be something, Capricorn, that you haven't yet woken up to. And if that is the case, your intuition is telling you that there is a need. There's a need to really bring your awareness to something. Now, it could have to do with that Sagittarius and that Aquarius that I was talking about a bit ago. There could be a block in communication, I'm hearing, and a block in, just a new beginning or a journey, really. Okay, so let's see what other energies we pick up. I'm going to just turn to the regular tarot deck to see what tarot messages come through for this cup of coffee that, quite frankly, in the reverse means that the coffee is going to spill, right? And thank goodness for the lid that's on the cup of coffee. Otherwise, we might get burned. I have a feeling that means something to somebody. Someone here may need to be aware that they were saved from being burned, okay, from a harmful accident that could have occurred if this energy weren't blocked. Now, burned in I believe kind of like urban slang is another um, meaning for contracting an STD as well. So I'm just gonna put that out there as a possibility, because that might also resonate with one or some of you. Okay. So let's see where are we going with this, spirit? Can we get some predictive messages for Capricorn for the month of October? Predictive messages for Capricorn for the month of October. This one's already peeking out. So yeah, someone declined a love offer. Okay. Someone's love, I'm hearing unrequited love. Someone's love was not reciprocated. So here we have this cup again in the reverse. It's just spilling out. All that love is just spilling out. Okay. Um, I'm going to just put this to the side for now, just for space sake. What else do we have? Predictive messages, Spirit for Capricorn for the month of October. Predictive messages for Capricorn for the month of October. What is this Knight of Cups here for Capricorn? Yeah. All right, Capricorn. So I see where you're going to at least be attempting to heal during the month of October. Capricorn, I'm also almost sensing that you're going to be tempted to get revenge. Okay, I'm picking up a sense of bitterness, an energy of bitterness. Now, my loves, you already know how this goes. If the messages, make more sense flipped, meaning apply to the person on your mind, please go ahead. I will leave it up to you because you know your story better than I do. I'll leave it up to you to go ahead and flip the energies, right? But for the sake of just clear communication, I just talk directly to the sign that I'm reading for. So when I say you could mean you or the person on your mind. Okay. Again, it's up to you to place the energies, but I'm sensing some bitterness here. So I just want to caution you against that because with revenge comes karma. And, some of you may be thinking, well, they hurt my feelings and they hurt me. So that would be their karma. Not really how it works, my loves. If you have experienced a situation where, the experience was unfavorable, it is likely that there was already some karma tied into it for you. In other words, there was a lesson that you needed to learn that was wrapped in there, which is why we have this coffee cup in the reverse, but with the lid on. Okay, so the universe is kind enough to teach us lessons without it necessarily being a full-on disaster for us. Okay, so just keep that in mind, that you can potentially create more karma by thinking that you have a right to revenge. Okay, the Empress card. So here we have Taurus and Libra energy. This is also Venus. Okay, and then, the Empress card is like the goddess, divine feminine energy. So someone here may not be operating in their goddess or feminine energy, especially if you stoop too low. Some of you may feel as if though someone didn't respect your feminine energy, your nurturing, your care. I just want to caution against being overly motherly, okay? Especially if this has to do with a love connection, my loves. There may have been a lesson because before I pulled this card, I was talking about lessons and the lessons that may have been built in to this situation. So for some of you, that may be that you may have been overly mothering, or you may have been overly giving of yourself. Spirit, what's this Empress card here for? Yeah, we have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. So again, unrequited love. There's an imbalance here, and this love, nurture, and care was not fully reciprocated by someone. Okay. And so this is where this kind of like bitter or angry energy may be coming from. For some of you, you may be feeling like this about your kids, like you are always doing for them, and they don't show up for you in the ways that you show up for them. And for you, you're just like, I just want some respect, right? So for some of you, this may be a situation where, your children, you're always, coming to their rescue. They're always able to depend on you, but they're not necessarily, at least from your perspective, they're not the kindest or the most appreciative to you. And in some cases may even feel entitled. Okay. Alrighty, so this doesn't necessarily have to be an intimate relationship. It could be a familial one. Again, it's up to you to place the messages where they fit. So here we have another mothering energy. Now, here we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo energy. So for some of you, this may be involving someone of that sign, okay, outside of you, Capricorn. And so also there's a financial situation going on here with the Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles on the table. Some of you, I feel as though some of you feel like you need to cut someone off financially. And for some reason, it's breaking your heart. Part of it is, you feel like you're being used, or you were feeling like you were being used. Um, but the bigger part of it is teaching this person a lesson in responsibility, accountability, and respect. And again, with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, I feel as if though, Capricorn, you yourself feel like I poured so much love. I expressed love. I showed them that I cared. I did everything I could so that they would know that my love was genuine and authentic. I showed up for them. But again, you may have overdone it, because sometimes, especially with the hot cup of coffee, the temperature has to cool down. People, some people like their coffee piping hot. Others like it a little bit cooler. Otherwise, you may get burned. So what I'm sensing is that you weren't necessarily checking the temperature on this situation to see, okay, let me stop here first and see how this person responds to this level or this amount of love, care, etc. Okay? All right, so I'm seeing the Ace of Cups here. And this indicates a new beginning. Okay. But again, what I'm the energy that I'm getting more than anything was just like this overflow, overpouring of love that has now shifted into an overflow and an overpouring of emotions. So I'm sensing that there may be some tears cried during the month of October, Capricorn. Spirit, what is this Ace of Cups here? What is this Ace of Cups? Yeah, for some of you, this is definitely your children. This could be someone that's now in your past, and you're just like, is this really over? For some of you, you're processing like, is it really over? I really don't want it to be over. Some of you are tempted to continue to give to this situation, but there's a part of you that's just like, no, they don't deserve it. So you may be a little bit torn within yourself. Yeah. Um, we have conflict here. So again, the Five of Swords could indicate internal conflict. So what I just said, kind of going back and forth with yourself. Should I reach out to them? Should I give them this? Or, they don't deserve it. They pretty much cut me off, or, um, for those of you, or, they are just so entitled, they're unappreciative, whatever your situation is, you may be going back and forth with yourself. But what I'm sensing here is that if you did give them more, you would continue to feel more of that unappreciative energy, that entitled energy. I am not sensing that this person would look at you as though, oh, you're so sweet, you're so kind. How did I not see that before? No, 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 no. I'm even getting that this individual, this energy that I'm picking up on may be a little bit antagonizing, condescending, almost as though they may even enjoy to see you trying, continuing to try. Okay, so just be careful that this person isn't playing mind. You could put yourself in a situation where this person could be playing mind games with you just for the fun of it, because that's who they are. So you are being divinely nudged, my loves, to just put yourself first. Self-respect, self-love. And if when you think about how that looks when you coexist with this individual or any individual, and you don't feel the love or respect, then that's your answer. Okay. Definitely, I have the King of Cups in the reverse. So the King of Cups can be someone who's emotionally manipulative, narcissistic, um, not uh not nurturing, not caring, not kind. Okay. And someone who's really immature and has unregulated emotions. Okay. So they could potentially put you in that energy, or that could be the energy that you receive. Um, if you take that route. I'm kind of getting pulled to get a few more messages from this deck. Okay, Spirit, what else does Capricorn need to know? What other predictive messages are there for Capricorn for the month of October? What else do you want Capricorn to know, Spirit? What else? We have the Chariot. Okay, so this is forward movement, success, willpower. This could have something to do with a car, a vehicle, traveling. We have the Six of Cups in the reverse again. So you may need to take a trip down memory lane, my loves, or you will be taking a trip down memory lane during the month of October to really visit your childhood and your childhood trauma, so that you can get to the source of what is keeping you hooked to energies that make you feel unloved. Okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles and we have the King of Wands in the reverse. The Seven of Pentacles could indicate planting seeds and waiting for them to harvest, right? Waiting for your harvest. But a lot of times for me, it's, time investment. Some of you may be feeling like you wasted your time. Like you really, and so for some of you, money. You've invested a lot in a situation. Okay. Um, with this King of Wands here, again, this could be Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Okay, so that's what the King of Wands is. In the reverse, there's someone who's a bit controlling, a bit of a dictator, kind of mean, energetic wise, and could definitely be somebody that's uninspiring. What is this King of Wands in the reverse, Spirit? Oh, so this person could have been a bit of a playboy, right? In it for the fun and adventure of it. Could be a playgirl if I have some divine masculines here watching. Okay. Um, this person wasn't a King of Wands. They were a Knight of Wands. They were, uh, mentally not as mature as the king is the one that's going to get married to you. Okay. The knight is the one who's going to date you and kind of, um, say, hey, I'm just looking to have some fun. Okay. So there could have, for some of you, that's what you experienced with this person. Okay. They weren't mature. They were a little bit young minded, not quite a page, but definitely not a king. And I'm hearing sleeping around. Some of you may have discovered or kind of figured that they were sleeping around. All right. So for the Chariot here, wow, we have three cards. All right. Here we have a Queen of Cups, which is Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Okay. And the Chariot card is Cancer energy as well. All right. So I sense that for some of you, you may be tempted to just ignore your feelings and just turn your attention to just work, right? To just focusing on work. Be careful with that, because you do need to heal from this situation. So don't just focus on work. I'm seeing where work is going to be good for you, though. I'm seeing where work is going to be good for you. Some of you may be making some progress on a project that in the past didn't seem promising and didn't seem to be taking off, but it's finally blossoming. It's finally kind of uh, gaining some traction, starting to grow, if you will. Along that same um, area, I'm sensing that some of you may be looking for a promotion as well. And I'm not sure that it's going to happen during the month of October, Capricorn. So just a heads up on that. Just a heads up that if you are hoping for a promotion, it may not come in this month, okay? Um you may get some feedback from your manager or some higher up telling you that you need to work a little bit more on your collaboration, on your communication, on your teamwork. Like that, like maybe they feel like you're not quite ready for that. I'm seeing here emotional intelligence too, Capricorn. So, and I'm not saying that you don't have it. But there's just something here about your intuition and being softer. So it's interesting because, the previous set of cards showed you being overly nurturing and overly giving in what seemed like a love connection, whether it's family or intimate or romantic. But in the workplace, it almost seems as though you hold back. You're not as nurturing. Um, you're not as warm and soft in the workplace. And that might be needed here in order to change circumstances for you at work, specifically this promotion that you're looking for. Okay. There's something about being able to work well with others and lead others in a way where they feel like they can connect with you that I'm sensing here. All righty. I'm going to pull some cord cutting cards and then we're going to go ahead and look at some characteristics, okay, for those energies that, we've been picking up, okay? So let's see what cords need to be cut. Karmic female. So there could be someone who's telling you that you're toxic, making you feel like you're toxic, right? Like the entire problem is you, you know, they they're not at fault for anything. Okay. So if you're engaging in an energy, okay, where someone's making you feel like you're the problem, you may want to cut them off. But we did talk a little bit about bitterness in the front. I'm sorry, at the beginning of this reading. So with this karmic female energy here, once again, you're being cautioned to not go that route because anywhere where there's karma, right? Karmic female. If you become this karmic female, you're going to create karma for yourself. So do not let your anger get the best of you. Selfish. It says looking for the next best thing, right? Um, Again, these cards are kind of coming out in the reverse. So and then family demands, career or relationship choices. You may be dealing with someone who made you feel like they're putting their career before you or some sort of family demands before you and you feel like they're selfish. With these reversals, Capricorn, I just kind of sense that things aren't what they seem. Things aren't what you're um feeling them to be. Okay, yeah, family standards feeling not good enough. So you may feel like this person is selfish, but they might be hiding behind a mask where they grew up in an environment where they were made to feel like they weren't good enough by their family. And if that's the case, then they are not going to know how to, the love is love is love is tricky Because people, not only do we as human beings need to know how to love, we also need to know how to be loved. Okay. And so some of us falter in those areas. And I'm sensing that this person was easily triggered too. And this could have something to do with their upbringing. So this person may not have shown you a lot of patience, Capricorn, and it could be something to do with their childhood and their childhood trauma. We saw something about childhood trauma earlier, and I know that I said maybe that's something that you needed to work on, but again, take the messages where they make the most sense. This person may have had childhood issues that easily triggers, kind of like this lack of patience and lack of self-love. And if someone doesn't love themselves, I'm sorry, they're not going to love you either. Not because they're being malicious, but because they just don't know how. um, the foundation of a healthy love experience and relationship is how well someone loves themselves, how well someone respects themselves. Okay. But I'm sensing that this may be the case for some of you. Some of you may feel like a karmic female came between you and this individual. I'm not saying there wasn't a karmic female around, but as I'm saying, things aren't always what they seem. It could be more so that the individual, it was internal for this individual. So the message here would be, don't think that you weren't good enough or that someone else was chosen over you. It wouldn't have mattered. Like this karmic female could have been, let's take algebra, X or Y, right? It could have been, she could have been any variable. It doesn't matter because this individual has their own issues that they need to deal with. Okay, one more. Yeah, bitter, good guy gone bad. Good guy gone bad. And so that's what's happened. This individual has some trauma and some healing that needs to be done, and it's spilling over. Look at this. It was spilling over on you, but the universe put a lid on it, my loves. Okay, the universe put a lid on it. So let's wrap up this reading with some identifiers for these energies. Okay, let's get some identifiers for these energies, Capricorn. Try to pinpoint who these people are. Okay. All right. Someone with a jawline, a strong jawline that stands out. Something about a spiritual worker. Okay. You may be a spiritual worker, or there may be the type to like work with spiritual workers. Okay. Short hair. This person has short hair. It may be dark. Something about a student and social media here. Okay. So this could be someone who posts a lot on social media, and this could be someone who's studying spiritual practices. Okay. Jealous. This, I'm sensing that this person made you jealous a lot. Okay. This person could have had freckles. This is a picture of someone with freckles on their back. Okay, so this person could have freckles on their back or anywhere else on their body. What else, Spirit? Law, something about the law. So this person could have either practiced law, studied law, worked in law, or had issues with the law. Oh, I'm seeing beard here. Okay, for some of you, this person could have had a beard. And in both of these pictures, these individuals are holding their chins, right? So if this person had a beard, maybe they played with their beard a lot, or maybe they were just someone who rubbed their chin a lot, okay? Funny, okay? So this person made you laugh, or maybe you two were goofy together, shared a lot of good times together. Yeah, this person was youthful, okay, which we saw that with the Knight of Wands right under the King of Wands in the reverse. So they may not have been too mature and a nerd, right? So this could have been a studious chap, okay? This could have been someone, this person is someone in the library. So this person could have been someone who read a lot of books. And last card, politics. Politics as usual. So they could have been politicking, They could have been a BSer. They could have had the gift of gab. You know what I mean? Or something to do with talking into a microphone. Okay. Capricorn, I hope these messages have been helpful. If they have, please like, share, comment, or subscribe. All of that helps the channel grow. And I would certainly appreciate your help with that. Until next time, be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Take care of you. And I'll talk to you soon.